Now, one of the biggest question that we receive from our investors when we meet them is AI profitable? What how is all of this going to be funded? So we are trying to address that today. How can AI become profitable and how can this growth be sustained? Because the growth is there today for sure. Maybe 2027 also we see enough growth in AI because of the capex that is going on, as well as the earnings growth of the entire index. So can that continue beyond 2027? And for that to continue, the cost of AI has to decline and the usage of AI has to increase. Simple as that. If those two things happen, then we are in good territory, which means the earnings continue to grow as well as the usage also continues to grow. So we try to evaluate that. What is the per million cost of tokens, right? And that cost has been declining drastically. The chart that you see on the right-hand side on your screen, there are various LLM providers over there. The top one being OpenAI, the next one is Anthropic, and the green line over there is Google also. So you will see that the cost has been declining drastically. And this will continue for the next few years at least, because the underlying infrastructure that these LLMs are using, the NVIDIA chips, every year NVIDIA introduces a new chip, and the new chip is anywhere from 5 to 7x more efficient than the previous version. So these costs have to decline because the underlying chips that NVIDIA is producing, their efficiency is also growing exponentially. And that's why these costs are declining exponentially. And there are some estimates that Anthropic, which is the provider of the Claude LLM model, because of their enterprise focus and because of the enterprise revenues that they have been able to generate, could become profitable in Q2 of 2026. It's a very high probability scenario. We will come to know pretty soon in the next few months whether Anthropic is profitable or not, but there is a high probability of that. So you can imagine one of the largest LLM players in the space becoming profitable within such a short period of time just shows how much the usage is increasing and how much the cost is declining. Because only when there is a combination of both of that can you become profitable. If either one of them doesn't happen, then profitability does not arise. And so that's what we are quite confident about. And these things, when they are validated in the market, with Anthropic's coming out with either an IPO and disclosing its financials, or making an announcement in any AI seminar somewhere, this will validate this theory that Anthropic has become profitable. And that will be a big driver for the AI stocks as well as the markets. Right? Another trend that we are seeing is that market is shifting away from the common models that were very expensive and looking at specialized models for specialized tasks, which may be much cheaper than a generic model. And so now the market is differentiating between different types of models. If you want a generic query, you can use an expensive model. If you want something very specific, you can use a particular cheaper model also. So now there are various options available to the consumers of AI. And that's always a good thing, that you can choose a model based on the type of money you want to spend. Not everybody wants a 100% answer, right? Somebody is okay with a 90% accuracy answer. Somebody is okay with the 80% accuracy answer. And so they can decide. If you want a 100% accuracy answer, you will be in a premium model where you will pay slightly more. And if you're okay with 70-80% accuracy, you may be in a lower ranked model where the accuracy may not be that much, but that is good enough for most of the purposes. And so the cost may be drastically low. So given all these mechanics, we are quite confident that AI will become profitable fairly soon.